Good morning, everyone. You join us for this match between Northamptonshire and Essex. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones.
Northamptonshire, choosing to bat first here. They'll be eager to get runs on the board, even though maybe conditions could have been better later on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between Northamptonshire and Essex. Please give the players and umpires a round of applause as they take to the field.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the marquee end.
No interest in that one from the batter. Van Niekerk will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yep. Great shot through the gap. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Winning. Yep.
Huge edge.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to... get that one to the boundary. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Van Niekerk from the marquee end.
No interest in that one from the batter. Van Niekerk will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Winning.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep. Quick ball.
There'll be one run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
There'll be runs here. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score, and take it.
Keeper's end. No.
A couple on offer here.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep. Keepers, keepers! No!
Good running. It needed to be as well.
That stop, great catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion.
Van Niekerk into the... It was an average sort of an inning. We saw from them. You know just how rare it is, though, to see a batter of this calibre miss out twice. Solid defence, very compact. Nice shot.
Yep.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Got right in behind it. Wow, that's missed the lot. 4 runs added in that over. Nice, solid defensive shot. Drives it into the covers. Fielders, no chance.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Hits that well, onto the back foot and cracks it away.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot actually, to get back and play it like that.
Yes. No.
Into the gap. Nice shot. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Yeah, mate.
Doesn't beat the infield.
It was just a little bit wide. Well...
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Van Niekerk didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Nice bowling.
Yeah, mate.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. They'd look for a couple here.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Times it nicely.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really. Well placed. Should get a single.
No! Yeah, mate.
Couldn't have played that any better.
And that brings up the half-century for this batsman.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Catch him!
Right out of the middle.
That was the kind of contact you dream of. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but boy, did that get hit. Just brilliant.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good batting and good bowling. The dot ball to follow a boundary.
Good bit of timing there.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Yep.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Catch him!
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily.
Catch!
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yeah, mate.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Absolutely nailed it.
And that takes his partnership to 100 runs.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yeah, mate.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Questions will begin to...
Catch him! Yes.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Pads that one. Huge appeal. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Great shot there to get the century.
Great batting, smashing it all over the park. 100 runs in no time at all.
Yep. Couldn't have hit that any better.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Yep.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Catch him!
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary. A poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yes.
Great shot.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Catch it!
Right off the middle of the bat.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
No.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
141.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowler. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Thrust the pad at
No,
it.
no, no.
There's a run here, surely.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Misses everything.
Nice!
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Drives and misses everything.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Great shot. Great timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
12 runs added.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
No, no.
These two are so quick between the wickets.
Yes. No, no, no.
This could be out.
Exquisitely down on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowler. No.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
167 for 4. The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 6
Wait there.
for Essex.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Starting to get really interesting.